Talk-29. Words about the wordless. Please explain what is meant by formless, what is meant by that which is without support, and what is meant by that which is without any concept or idea. That which has no support of any kind is Brahman, absolute pure consciousness. What support does it have? That which exists without any support is the thoughtless reality. It is not seen or felt. That it is without any objects implies that it cannot be an object of any of the senses. Form is the object of the eyes, smell the object of the nose, taste the object of the tongue, while sound and word are the objects of the ear. Touch, such as hot or cold sensations, are the object of the skin. All senses are the object of the mind, and the mind is the viceroy of all. All objects are understood by the mind, and it is the mind that also knows all the senses. The senses know the objects. However, the objects do not see the senses. A mirror is an object to the eyes, but that which is seen within the mirror is a reflection of the object in front of the mirror. Mind cannot be an object for the senses or an object of the senses. The mind, senses, and objects are the objects of knowledge. But knowledge cannot be understood by or through the mind. Knowledge is an object for Vijnana, the supreme knowledge which knows knowledge, and yet is beyond knowledge. Vijnana is not an object for anything. Even the power to know or awareness is absent there. Vijnana is the ultimate reality and cannot be felt or imagined. Vijnana implies that where perception itself ceases to exist. Parabrahman means that which is prior to concept, prior to mind or thought. That is why it cannot be conceived of while everything else can be. Concepts cannot arise in Parabrahman because there is only one and no other to conceive of. Therefore, the one who conceives is actually without any form. Reality is unconditioned, and this implies that there are no conditions like awareness or ignorance, jiva or shiva. It is not dependent on anything, such as fasting or austerities. Parabrahman is disinterested, which means that there is no expectation, such as, if you meet these conditions, I shall come to you. The word Niranjan means without any embellishment. This means that there is no necessity for mind, intellect, the eyes or the nose, the senses, or consciousness. If it would have been possible to know Parabrahman with the help of eyes or anything else, that would mean that it would be perishable. Nirantar means eternal. And this means that it exists forever in knowledge as well as ignorance. It does not have qualities of any kind. There is no forgetfulness in it. Therefore, there is no tamaguna there. It is not necessary to remember it. Therefore, there is no sattva guna. There is no mixture of remembrance and forgetfulness in it. So there is no raja guna. Nirmala means that there is no impurity of any kind in it. Nishala means that it is steady and that it always exists. Nishabda means that it is without word and that it cannot be conceived of through words. Nivrita means there are no states of mind, such as knowledge or ignorance, in Parabrahman. Unblemished implies that it cannot be tarnished with knowledge or ignorance. Nameless implies that there is not a single name or form related to it, and that it is without birth and can never die. Parabrahman exists but is invisible and cannot be quantified. This does not mean that it is a void. It has no conceivable measure at all and can never be decreased or increased. Alakshaya means that it is unidentifiable, which implies that there is no symbol related to it. Such is Brahman. All symbols come to an end. Whatever can be known is Maya, illusion. Brahman can never be destroyed by anything. Nothing can make Brahman disappear. Apar means that none can cross it or go beyond it, which means that it is all pervasive. Atarkya means that it is unimaginable and that logic fails in respect to it. Advaita means that it is without duality, which means that you are alone and there is nothing else. You are beyond all. What pervades all and yet remains is Parabrahman. Para means beyond. One who has been initiated by a master understands this secret.